ahead of the National Puerto Rican Day Parade happening this Sunday. It wouldn't be a party without this lady.
Thank you.
The Coquito Lady.
Yeah.
So it is a drink typically associated with Christmas, but in honor of the Puerto Rican Day Parade this Sunday, we're going to have some Coquito.
Yes.
Okay? Because why not?
If you've seen her here with us on the show, the Coquito Lady has returned to New York living. Irma Cadiz, welcome back.
Thank you for having me back. It's always a pleasure.
For the uninitiated, what exactly is Coquito?
Coquito is a traditional Puerto Rican drink. It is traditionally made for the holidays, but as you know, I've brought it out because I figure why not have it all year.
That's right.
Yeah.
I always explain it to people. It's like Puerto Rican eggnog.
Yes.
In layman's terms.
In layman's terms.
In layman's terms. We Caribbeanize it a little. Yeah. We work with what we had on the island. You know, I don't tend to put eggs in mine, so it's a little lighter than an eggnog. It's a little, you know, it's not as heavy.
Right.
I already like it.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, I
but
know
it's
I
definitely got a nice kick.
It's got a kick.
So.
It's got a kick.
punch.
Yeah, goes in with a lot of love.
Obviously, you've made this your work. What does the celebration of this heritage mean to you to be out here doing this and letting the good people know about Coquito?
For me, it's been about learning about my culture, and we've discussed that. You know, I'm mixed with Dominican and Puerto Rican, and I think as a lot of you will know, growing up with parents from different cultures, sometimes as Americans, we don't embrace these things till we're older, and we don't appreciate them till we've gotten older.
Very
and I think
true.
as I've grown up, I've just wanted to explore and really understand the taste of my culture, and it's just been part of a big thing for me, and it's now I'm bringing it to you guys.
Now you're bringing
I think
it to
everybody
the
should know about it.
Thank goodness for that.
And it's never too late to learn about your culture, regardless of what your lineage is, which I think is really important. So you mentioned you do not put eggs in your Coquito.
Correct.
Some would say those are fighting words because I gotta put eggs.
So
in my
is it
Coquito.
like, depending on who you are and your family, everyone has a little tweak?
Everybody has a little bit of zhuzh.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Walk us through the Irma way.
You have the accoutrement.
Well, what I brought here is a little bit of a layman's, kind of like
That's fine.
Coquito for
It's the
beginners.
TV
you know?
version
It's
of it.
Coquito for beginners. If you've had my ices, I've kind of made it easy for the masses.
Get to it.
Listen,
Get to
Coquito
it.
I love that
is,
you put it in an ice.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Why not
Coquito many
freeze it?
ways.
I might need a spoon.
There you
but
are.
We have a
basically,
spoon for
this
you.
is coconut cream.
Ooh, yum.
Now, normally you do this over a pot or with a blender because you might want to emulsify, but simple enough. Coconut cream, evaporated milk.
Beautiful.
You can add coconut milk. Now, obviously, if you're lactose intolerant, I probably wouldn't suggest.
All this cream, but here we are.
There are vegan versions, but I don't like them as much. So.
Well, you do you are the Coquito Lady.
Yes. You keep
Marisol,
going.
do you need help over there?
No, I'm gonna invite our friends.
Oh yeah.
Friends,
Because
while we're making this Coquito, Edgardo, Mercedes, Caridad's daughter, and Pepe. Come
There you go. Have some
come on,
Coquito.
everybody,
come on.
Now, while Marisol
keep-
is opening that,
Yes.
you want to add a little bit of vanilla.
Here's limonada.
Just a capful.
A cap or two.
Or two.
It depends on how sweet you like it. You
Okay.
want to add salt because these things are meant to be frozen, and salt does help the alcohol freeze. Alcohol
Quien
isn't going
quiere.
to freeze on its own.
Quien quiere.
And then cinnamon. You can add cinnamon, you can add nutmeg, and I would say the way Omi says, lo que tu corazón te diga. Just
What your heart tells you.
Okay.
shake it in there.
Okay.
And then you add your rum, which I don't
Yes.
have on set today, but you add rum. And
add rum.
usually I would add about 2 cups of rum.
Quien
2
quiere.
cups of rum. Okay.
You stir it up, and I have a
molds.
popsicle mold here. Because basically, you can make popsicle sticks out of it. It's not that hard to do. An ice tray
Coquito
works.
many ways. I
There
love
you
it.
go. An ice tray works. And what I have here are limes, because if you have a mold and you like drinks, and maybe you can't have lactose, you can also do limeade. You can squeeze limes, you can
I
squeeze
have
lemons,
had it
brown
with the
sugar.
lime, come to think of it.
And that's a whole different drink. That's more from my Dominican side, but it's summertime, so why not have a limonada?
Now,
Make
will you be at the parade? Have you taken part in the parade? What is
I
your
have. I was there
association?
last year at the 116th Street Festival, and we always like to go out there and show everybody the love. Please tell me how you like that.
I gotta tell you, I was not privy to the Coquito popsicle growing up. Mommy just made it, and she put it in a glass. I couldn't have the rum kind, but thank you for doing this for us.
Well, as you know, I was calling it Christmas in July.
Oh, Christmas in
You mean
July.
Miriam didn't
Why
give you the
wait?
rum as a child?
She
You
did
got a
not.
lime one? Te gusta?
You can check out everything Irma has to offer by following her on Instagram and TikTok at Coquito Lady NYC. You can also go to her website, coquitolady.com.
Thank you so
Brindamos
much.
para la cultura.
Para la cultura.